the Killer Clown. Some things never change. I think this will be the corn stalkers again. You can kind of see little pieces of corn sticking up. I know they don't have much set up yet, but you know, it's only September. I remember when there were pigs in here. Apparently we've been here for 20 years. At least we know there must be hot coming because they put up signs. This, of course, is where Tollway Terror would be. Except apparently it's not going to be very terrible this year. You know, the people that run this place don't listen to me. I still think it'd be great if we had a whole area of the hut dedicated to people who look like Planet Snoopy characters. Because they're really creepy. I hear the masquerade people are coming back. I'm not surprised. You know, we only started that a couple years ago. We spent a lot of money on the costumes. It takes 5 or 6 years to recoup that investment. Now, if we were doing hot this year, this would be condemned. But apparently, once we condemned it, we tore it down. I mean, the website says it'll be here again. I just saw this movie where this haunted house just magically appears for a few weeks and people find out where it is, and then it disappears again and goes somewhere else. Maybe condemns like that. Maybe it'll just like one day, it'll be like, poof, there'll be a condemned thing, you'll go in, you'll get trapped inside, it'll take you to Peoria, Illinois, you know. I don't know. We have a lot of fun things planned, but I don't know if trips to Peoria are part of it. I used to see dead people, but then I got help, and now they're all gone. It's possible that the pumpkin eaters have escaped from the Arboretum and have taken over the place where I thought there were ghosts. I just know we have a pig. Like, maybe that's like a farmhouse. And we're doing a pig place, like where pigs will all come and scare you, because pigs are pretty scary. Either that or this is one of the regular buildings and we just don't have enough money for paint. I'm not sure if I'm in an outhouse, I want a window that opens out. This looks scary. Like old tires and a gas tank that looks like it could blow up at any time. Okay, I like rocking chairs as much as the next person. But I'm not sure I want to be in a rocking chair that's tilted at a 30-degree angle to the right. I feel like you start rocking, you're going to end up at the bottom of the hill. So this is where those creepy pumpkins were last year. In fact, this music would be perfect for the creepy pumpkins. But I understand that they've moved now. And so I don't think there's going to be anything in here this year. I remember when the vampires lived in here. It made sense. Speaking of which, so far as I can tell, we don't have any vampires this year. Apparently, you know, because they're bloodsuckers, they all got COVID. And now they're not allowed in the park. Do you remember way back, long ago, when the zombies were going to high school? And I thought, you know, they've been in high school for a lot of years. They should graduate at some point. And then I said, you know, it'd be fun to be a zombie teacher, because I thought I could give them some life lessons. Well, be careful what you wish for. Because first of all, they have all graduated and moved over, I think, to Safari Village. And second of all, I'm going to be a zombie this year. So my bet is Blood in the Bayou will be back. It'll be back there, far out of the way. Because the zombies aren't here anymore to scare you. When they told me Cleaver Brothers wasn't coming back, I was really sad. Then I checked the website, and I see Cleaver Brothers is coming back. So apparently they just told me that because they didn't want me to be a clown anymore. I'm really gonna miss my clown buddies here at Cleaver Brothers while I'm playing a zombie that just walks around and like pretends it's gonna eat your brains, which it won't do because we don't like brains. I like fingers. There's gonna be shows here this year. Last year we pretended there was a show and they liked how much I pretended about there being a big show, that they decided to actually put shows in here. Have you ever wondered why Busch Gardens, which is like the family-friendly theme park, had like risque dancers in their Halloween stuff, but King's Dominion, which is like more thrill-seeking, never did? Well, that's all gonna change now, because now we're putting a burlesque show right in the middle of the, now they're actually gonna have a show about a barker. So the whole show is gonna be a guy telling you come to the show. And you're gonna be like, I'm sitting here at the show. Why are you telling me to come to the show? And eventually you'll get very scared, because you'll be like, is there something I don't know about? I think there's a veil. I think there's a witchy veil, because apparently the witches had a long-term lease for this place, and they were not at all happy when they were told they had to move out. So now they're back, and really mad because somebody tried to take their witch place away. So they put in a big veil on it, but I understand they'll unveil it for Halloween because they need kids to come in so they can eat them. I remember that the front door was somewhere right around, oh, here. Do you remember Ironworks? Remember, they all came from 1906. Got stuck here because their time machine was broken. Well, apparently, we finally fixed the time machine, so they've all gone back, and they're gone now. Do you remember when we used to have a haunted maze here, and it was like an insane asylum? Anyway, we're not doing anything here either. In keeping with our 20 years of haunt theme, I'm remembering some of the old stuff we used to have here. This used to be the factory where we made dolls. That was a long time ago. And then like dolls went out of fashion or something. So we shut it down. And then since we didn't have anything better to do, we just left the walls up for the maze, and we turned out all the lights, and then said it was a maze, and people walked through in the dark. So no blackout this year. Way back, long time ago, we had a scare zone called Carnival, which, because it was full of evil cars, I don't know, anyway, it was like a carnival of evil. But anyway, then we made Primeval, which was a place here. So then I thought people would get confused, so with Primeval and Carnival, and so we changed Carnival to Cleaver Brothers, and then Primeval went away, and we haven't done anything here since. I understand the zombies are over here somewhere. I don't know if they're living in the woods, or if they're gonna be over here somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere in here, there's gonna be zombies. I've been told. Somewhere. That would be the smart place to put the zombies, behind the wooden fences, so they couldn't bother people. But now we're not doing that. I don't know what they're doing in there, but it really sounds spooky. So one of the big changes for next year is we're taking off the word Safari Village and putting up the words Jungle Expedition. They ran out of room for the second E, so they just started with an X, like Xmas. And they're building us a whole new ride, because King's Dominion remembered that rides are a thing, and they shouldn't just be taking them out, but they should sometimes put some in. So they took out 5 rides, and they're giving us 1. Kind of like how they took out 3 mazes and gave us 1, and it's like new and improved. So apparently a lot of people complained that they didn't like walking through prison in order to get to the Intimidator. So we got rid of the whole yard thing. So we took out 3 scare zones and gave you 1 scare zone. New and improved, yay! A long time ago, we had aliens. And the aliens lived in this building, and when Halloween came around, you could go see the aliens, And if they didn't eat you, you could come out and go back in and see them again. Anyway, eventually, the aliens got tired of us, so we got rid of the aliens. Then we made a prison, and then all the walls of the prison got knocked down. But then the prisoners didn't escape anyway, even though the walls were gone, which made no sense. I made a whole video about it. Apparently the prisoners watched the video, and now they haven't indeed escaped. So we got rid of the prison, and now we're doing nothing here. It's new and improved. Of course, we will have our opening show. You're the one who used to have that really creepy guy, like the Overlord. And then, like, we decided to get rid of him and put some queen in. And so we'll have that queen lady who'll be threatening to cut people's heads off. But, you know, we gotta have that show because we spent all that money writing all those words. Now, we're not Disney. We can't write new stuff every year. So, and then I think we're also gonna have, or what's the show called, Heads Will Roll? And the thing was Blood Rain. I don't remember. I lost my brain. That's why I'm gonna be a zombie. Since our theme this year is 20 Years of Fear, I'm kind of remembering what 20 Years of Fear really was all about. Way back in the day, the Overlord used to stand on top of this pile of rocks here. It was beautiful, with the Eiffel Towers behind him, and he would scare people as they came through the gate, and then people would run back out the gate and not come back in. They decided they didn't want people running out of the gate, so they moved the whole show. Yeah, those were the days. We'd all come marching out, we'd stand up here, and we'd scare people, and the Overlord would be up there. Every year we'd try to add more and more mazes and more scare zones, just to make this place bigger and bigger and bigger. We put more things out to scare people. Now we have a pumpkin. We couldn't figure out a good theme for this year, so we did 20 Years of Fear, and also did Fear is Waiting for You. One way to remember all the scary things Halloween used to bring you here at King's Dominion is to come to International Street. We'll put little gravestones up all through here. They'll have all the things on it that used to be here that were scary. We have some things up for haunt. Like we have these guys. The scary pumpkin people. And I guess that's supposed to represent the daytime Halloween stuff. It's a candy corn, get it? Remember Scary Panda guy? He's gone now. Now we have this Grain and Grill guy. Speaking of the before time, do you remember when this was an entrance to a lovely maze called Bloodshed? Bloodshed was one of my favorite mazes. I have it on good authority, and by good authority I mean I looked on the website that this is where the new maze, which is actually outside, is going to be. It's called Grim Woods, and it's where the dinosaurs used to live. Of course, the dinosaurs are extinct now, but we replaced them with this place where you walk through, and all the people from Fairy Tales will be in here to scare you. Because we used to have a place called Fairy Tales, and then we got rid of it. But we still have all those costumes, so we brought it over here. Okay, I'm back at the park. It's the middle of September now, and things are looking a little more like we might actually be having haunt. You see, we had the show Blood Rain, we had the show Heads Will Roll. There are no shows today because we haven't started haunt yet. I'm gonna look around and see if there's more haunt things.